Your father was a man with a dream as big as his heart, she'd say when she was tucking me into bed. The story she used to tell was basically like a fairy tale. Do you know what I mean, Sarah Jane?
Yeah, sure I do.
Your father, she'd say, was not really interested in making a lot of money. He didn't think that the pot of gold that was at the end of the rainbow was what was really important. But he did love rainbows. He liked their message of hope. And he liked the beautiful colors that would be splashed across the heavens. But more importantly, he loved people. All kinds of people. To him, they were more precious than gold. And Mama would say, because that was in his nature, he had a dream that one day maybe he would be able to bring all these people together. And because he believed that, that's what he did. And then Mama would always give me these few words of wisdom that were always the same each and every night. She'd say, Dakota, your father had a rainbow. His own personal rainbow. And because he never, ever, ever gave up hope, he lived to see his dream come true. The end.
I think that was a really beautiful story.
Funny, I didn't realize that I was going to remember it as well as I did.
You mean you never told it to anyone else before?
No. I don't know why I thought of it now.
Well, maybe you were thinking about your father. Maybe he's been on your mind. Has he?
My mother has. She died recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's some fairy tale, huh?
I think that story is... I think it's so romantic. And the way your mama told it, I think it's got to be true.
I guess so.
You don't know? I mean, where was the place that your father's personal rainbow led him to? Do you know that?
You mean where, the part where all the people were supposed to come and be together?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think that your mother loved him very much.
Yes, she did, I'm afraid.
Why? Why do you say that? Did he not...
Love her?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Sorry about that. It's sad. You know something, I get the feeling that you didn't know your father very well.
Very well. I didn't know him at all. I never met the man. Mom said he died before I was born. You know something, Sarah Jane?
Hmm.
I never believed her. Somehow I think my father is still alive.
I don't like to mention this, but you were having a communication problem before she left.
Okay, all right. Let's just, let's assume that I misunderstood, all right? Would that explain her disappearance?
Disappearance?
Well, Bess, she isn't in New York. Do you happen to know where she is?
Well, she told us that she was planning on vacationing in Barbados.
Mama, Jillian would never deceive Frank like that.
Oh, Maggie, I wasn't even suggesting something like that.
It sounded that way.
My point is that if Frank did misunderstand...
Bess. She saw me on television. She was very excited. She called me up. She wanted to come home.
Oh, Frank, look, I'm clutching at straws now. Do you understand? I mean, I don't know what to think.
Frank, Mama might have a point.
What? That I misinterpreted what Jill said about coming back home to me?
I am not saying that you did. All I'm saying is the possibility is worth pursuing.
It's possible that you were so eager for this reconciliation that you just simply, well, heard her differently from what she said.
There's no way, Bess.
Why? What did she say that makes you so sure?
She told me she had something very important to discuss with me, that we couldn't talk about it over the phone. Now, what could that mean?
Well, I don't know, Frank. Sounds to me like the words of a woman who plans to say goodbye to her hubby.
Roger.
Roger, I don't need this right now, all right?
I'm just trying to help.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't need your help right now either, Roger.
We're all very concerned about Jillian. And you know she'd never leave Frank.
Really? Well, I thought that was the whole purpose of this little jaunt, was to think things out. Well, I guess she has, and obviously she's come to the same conclusion that I came 2 years ago. She should dump Frank.
Get him out of here, Bess. You don't get him out of here, I'm going to throw him out the window. You got that? Now get him out of here right now.
Roger, that's just about enough out of you.
Roger, you are not wanted here.
Who are you calling?
I'm calling Bill Hyde. I know it's late, but I've got to talk with him.
Yeah, hello?
Bill, it's Frank Ryan. Sorry to bother you at home.
That's all right, Frank. What's up?
It's Jill.
She's disappeared. Something's happened to her, and I want you to put out an all-points bulletin on her. And
Well, wait a second, Frank. Just slow down. Give me the facts. When was the last time you spoke with her?
I talked to her this afternoon. She said she was going to be home tonight. She hasn't turned up yet.
Well, maybe she missed her plane.
Bill, she would have called me if she had missed her plane. I also know that she checked out of her hotel room today.
Oh, yeah? I see. Well, officially, I can't do anything for 24 hours.
You can help me in the meantime.
Yeah, sure. Look, call the airlines to see what flight she was on.
Right.
Then call me back as soon as you know something.
All right, I'll do that right now. And Bill, thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Why must you always be so divisive?
Moi? Divisive?
Yes, Roger. We're a family. We're supposed to stick together, help each other, especially at a time like this.
You know, I just don't understand those guys from Hollywood. How they could have missed out on you.
Don't try and change the subject.
Well, I'm not. That's my way of congratulating you on your little performance upstairs, Maggie. It was great.
You don't think that I care what happened to Jill?
No, I don't. You're out for yourself, nobody else.
That's not true.
Since when did you care about family? Oh, well, maybe one member of the family.
And just what's that supposed to mean?
Well, on second thought, I guess what you're up to is trying to keep it all in the family. I mean, that is if you can get Frank to feel that way. Now, that's what you need.
Don't you ever do that to me again.
I'll do that as often as I think you need it.